Check out the dad with the swag on the floor. Mama gonna brag when I walk in the door. Y'all ain't never seen this gorilla in the mist. Walking the line so fine with a blindfold. Yo, keeping in the mind though. Hot dad riding in on the rhino. Got the roll on the rap with the dad vibes. Now everybody bounce with a franchise, yo. Come on. Can't live with them. Can't live with them. New kid back in the block. Dad got a swag in the back with a drip. Come on and get a sip, yo. Can't live with them. Won't live without them. New kid back in block with a R.I.P. Dad got the swag in the back with a drip. Yo, come and take a sip, yo. La-dee-da, 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 da-da-da-da. Damn, this dad like a river. Flow so cold, need ice to deliver. Drop so hard like a rock. Dad don't stop. So damn clean like a mop. Sugar cane, down with the main. Dad so sweet, that's his nickname. Y'all been gone for a minute. Yo, dad vibe bouncing to the finish. I can get with that. Come and take a sip, yo. La-dee-da, 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 la-dee-da. Can't live with them. Don't wanna live with the M. New kid back on the block with a R.I.P. Dad got the swag in the back with a drip. Yo, come and take a sip. La-dee-da, 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 la-dee-da. Can't live with them. Can't wanna live with the M. New kid back on the block, no R.I.P. Dad got the swag in the back with a drip. Yo, come and take a sip. La-dee-da, 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 la-dee-da. No R.I.P. Dad got the swag in the back with a drip. Come and take a sip. La-dee-da, la-dee-da, la-dee-da. Na 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 na. Revolution, 40 light shining bright. Reggae, pop vibes, he chanting through the night. From the streets of Narida to every satellite, he representing unity in this fight called life. In these hills we be vibing, feeling irie. Uncle Fat is chanting, Babylon can't stop we. Through the struggle we rise, never weary. Your blessing every move will be legendary. From the deep valley of North, got a holy road. Chilling on a cloudy place in his own path. Ganja in the east and he never walk alone. With reggae on the heart, he don't never look back. We brethren, the sistering, we unite as one against the system. We not back down, we burn them oppressors, try to hold us. We no run through the fire, through the storm, we always unite for one. Rasta revolution, 40 light shining bright. Reggae, hip-hop vibes, he chanting through the night. From the streets of Naya to every satellite.
Stomp my feet till the walls fall down.
We keep on shaking and I'm dropping it low. Shaking and I'm dropping down low. Bringing down Babylon, here we go. Here we go, here we go.
Keep dropping that ass to the spot as beat.
Keep stomping on Babylon with your feet.
Them walls do tremble.
See them tremble.
Down they go, 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 go.
They down, they go. Down they go, they down they go.
keep on dropping the ass. Be stopping up Babylon with your big fat feet. Them walls do tremble, see them tremble down the power. Here we go. Keep them on dropping the ass. Chain dropping the ass. Chain dropping the ass. DJ Fathers. Here we go.
DJ Fathers. DJ Fathers. DJ Fathers. Keep stomping on the Babylon with your big fat feet. Stomping on feet. The walls do tremble. Shaitan don't fall. Time don't go. Time don't go.
DJ Fathers.
This is Dennis. This is Dennis. This is Dennis. This is Dennis.
Do it down low.
To them walls fall down.
Here we go. Here we go.
I should know now. This is Dennis. Oh yeah, I should know now. This is Dennis. Oh yeah, I should know now. This is Dennis. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. This is Dennis. Oh yeah, I should know now. This is Dennis. Oh yeah, you know now. Can just rise. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We hear him singing, oh yeah. We hear him singing, oh yeah. That when it should be baby big spin it, spin it and 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 spin it.
Stop on time. Stop on time.
Spoke of shaping forms after the likeness of the divine, but dividing them immediately by purpose. Humanity, according to these texts, was not created as one people. It was separated from the very beginning. And at least one group, described more than once, was created with obedience as its defining trait. Artificial intelligence flagged several recurring terms that stood out. One phrase loosely translated to function-bearing life. Another referred to those who do not multiply. A third, chillingly, was clay of lower glow. Scholars had long assumed these phrases were poetic or symbolic, but when AI reconstructed them in context, a different meaning appeared.
And they are issued quantities of lard along with other substances, including what I called potash.
Some researchers now believe these lines describe early humans engineered without the ability to reproduce. If true, this would mean they were deliberately designed as a temporary workforce, never intended to survive long enough to pass their traits on. The more fragments AI restored, the clearer the overall message became. Humanity was not the product of a single act of creation. Instead, it was a process. People were shaped, adjusted, broken down, and rebuilt. Some versions were discarded entirely, erased before they could leave a lasting mark on history. The idea that our species was divided before it had even begun was once considered fringe speculation. Now, the tablets themselves pointed to it. There were classifications, names, and descriptions, and for the first time, there was technology powerful enough to stitch the fragments together into a coherent whole. AI had not invented these ideas, it had revealed them.
How about that? Is that working? I never fucking know. Sumerian text is the oldest language that we have on Earth, right? Oldest language that we have possible known to man, right? These ancient tablets. Nobody's ever been able to decipher more than like 2 or 3 words off this shit, right? Now they're pulling like maybe 40 to 50, right? With these older systems. Seriously, in the past fucking 3 months. Like we've known at this point in time, in 2020, that like July was going to be the time when all these chips came out and all this technology was going to be upon us, right? Like we've known this. And they've sure manipulated some of the systems, but the way the large language models really work, some of the shit that they found in these old texts is pretty fucking scary.
It turned scattered myths into something closer to a blueprint. And that blueprint did more than describe how humans were created. It outlined, with unsettling clarity, what they were created to do. Humans were created, but not as one species. The myth was always simple. Gods made man from clay. But the newly decoded tablets tell a different story, which is much more layered, one and far more disturbing. They don't describe one act of creation. They describe stages, trials, failed experiments, and most importantly, variations. Humans, according to these lines, weren't created as a single race. They were prototypes and models. Each batch is tailored to a different purpose. They weren't just made to work. There were specific physical functions assigned. The tablets also use different terms to describe these early humans.
Which is where we get the giant stories from. So again, with the timeline, God made the heavens and the earth. Adam and Eve became Cain and Abel. Their families basically split. One side of the story would say that the one side did die, and one side would say that the other side didn't die. And of course, the one that didn't die is the one who's still alive, obviously. Either way. Next thing we know, the frickin' angels are breeding with the humans. This is the story from multiple religions. Okay? Then the flood happens. We gotta wash the sins off the earth, right? The inbreds and the whole story of the fallen angels, right? But they've never been able to decipher this stuff because it's just so fucking old. So they're dating this stuff now to where it's been like 3 ice ages since these things were made.
Words that, until now, had been assumed to mean people in general. But AI flagged differences. Some versions used Lulu, a term loosely meaning man, while others used Sag-gi-ga, which one Sumerologist long ago translated as the black-headed people. No one paid attention to that phrase for decades, but AI connected it to a separate passage describing a group marked for toil, with
Imagine trying to learn Spanish in like 1,000 years from now, or like 10,000 years. Like all the different ways that you can say like the os an años hablamos system, right? Compared to just saying like was and were. You have to use the individual descriptive, and language in general is like so fucking powerful. You guys were talking about this all night long over there. So got some assholes down here. See what's going on. Double talk and reverse speech, hiding in plain sight. It's pretty easy concepts to grasp, but it all depends on what side of the fucking narrative you want to be on, usually.
How's
What's
it
up, Booker?
going, brother?
Hey. Decent. Didn't figure I'd see you on the internet anymore. It's good to see you around.
Why?
You never know.
I hate doing shows.
Just might call it quits one day, or
I do often. Sometimes I leave for 2 years.
It's been known to happen.
What these people don't understand is the gentleman's game, and how this is played, and how everything is done. And that
Oh shit! Here we go again.
they do it in front of your eyes on purpose.
Yep.
Because that way, to them, when you don't stop them from doing something horrible, you actually agree with what they're doing. That's the way it works.
Righteous indignation and justification, and
But you can't explain it to people because they haven't seen enough of it. When you operate with the government and corporations and do all these things, and you see the way things work, right? Like, people don't make it to the top unless you're willing to learn how to smile while you kill. And that's the way it is.
you got to play the game to play the game.
You gotta act like it's okay too. If you act like it's not okay, you're out.
I mean, there's something to this Christian nationalism when it comes down to it right now, with the fascistic side of Christo-fascism.
But you see, that's what Vibe was trying to explain.
Yeah,
But
the thing
from
is,
the deep state side,
he's held up on the fact that the cabal has to be unseen, right? It has to be an unseen force for it to be deep state. But I would contend that it's like this. The biggest bully is usually the biggest pussy, right? The
Yep.
biggest bully usually has something behind that need to be a bully, right? The
Yep.
guy with the big truck's got a small dick and all that shit. We know this happens, okay?
Yep.
The guy that's fucking telling you how rich he is all the time.
Yep.
The guy that's telling you how fucking powerful he is all the time. The guy that's telling you how strong and smart. And boy, he's even got a fucking uncle, right? That was a fucking professor one time.
oh yeah,
And then says stuff like, I fucking love the poorly educated. You know.
You serious?
Vibe plays more stupid than he is. I think. Like a lot of people can't figure out, is he evil or dumb? I vote for evil. I try to like the guy, but the more I encounter him, the more I see evil. He's
know.
explaining
Well,
the deep states. Hello?
the rationalizations and justifications are the the epitome of fucking everything that humans do wrong.
Well, he's
you know-
explaining
you know-
what I just explained. It's the gentleman's game, right? So to him, his way of thinking is that if society doesn't do anything wrong about it, about the wrongs that they do by voting a certain way, as if they don't have their hands in both sides' pockets, right? A pack, many different packs, right?
Look over there.
But he's trying to say, no. If the people don't do anything about it, then it's okay because it's accepted. And if you know about parts of it, then that makes it double okay. And I'm saying you're explaining gentlemen's rules where they will do the nefarious things, and then if you don't do something about it, and that is literally the Illuminati motto.
Exactly.
That's how they operate, and he thinks that makes it okay. Just like these people who debate and want to tell you, okay, this is a scenario. Do you agree with it? And it's like, nope. We're gonna analyze your scenario. I'm not, and then they want you to give a yes or no answer. Yes or no. Yes or no. And it's like, nope.
That's not.
We're not having you don't dictate the way the conversation goes.
It's completely broken logic. It's modus ponens and modus tollens taken to the extreme of fallacies that guys like fucking AW do know what they're doing.
I
And
don't know who that is.
do have a list of fallacies on their screen that they can pick and choose from as they're fucking with people.
I don't know who that is. Oh yeah. Yep.
That bearded dipshit. Yeah, that fucking dipshit.
Yeah, well, I've disseminated. You know what? The weirdest thing, Fatty?
Thou shalt not even say his nameth.
In all honesty, I try not to mention this too much, but it's really on my mind. I think all of that's my fault. The whole Andrew Wilson thing and everything, I think I caused it. By that?
But yeah, I mean, I can see where you're coming from, but
there's a lot of stuff that happened that you don't know.
Back in years ago, yeah.
No, just in the last couple weeks.
Oh, you guys, yeah. What are you guys doing? You're trying to destroy the internet or something? I heard.
No, it just. I remember certain things.
Summer, dude. Like I come back like a couple nights ago and shit's just off the fucking hook.
I know, because I've been panel hopping to other areas that I never went before.
Well.
And then I find out that these guys are enemies with these guys. And
Oh, I won't do that. Apologizing is for the weak and wrong, which is why you should do it to me because you are weak and wrong.
And then I start asking questions. And then, or making assertions.
Yeah. Accusations, allegedly.
I might have uttered the phrase on Verbal Combat to Rob, you're scared of Dusty and now you're scared of me because you're scared of the truth.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
And then I tore into pieces for 40 minutes. And, and then a couple days later, and it's almost like, I don't know. I'm very glad that no one's blaming me for it.
Well,
I feel very guilty, right?
It all goes down to that small man complex and the abusive tendencies and the matriarchal parasocial fucking situation where the dominant man and you can't let the woman get equal to you. And
it triggered me. The whole thing was triggering me, just the way things were going. And so I fucking started pushing my weight around. And then now everything's fucked.
How deep is that conspiracy?
What's that?
How deep is that conspiracy?
Not very deep.
Because it sounded to me like a bunch of fucking people are trying to get all like.
Fatty.
This is just. This is so fucking hilarious.
Did you? Oh, it's. Did you see the part that Dusty played? I saw it when it aired, because. But anyway, when AW played the Dragon Ball Z thing, it's like, I'm a Super Saiyan, and he's dancing around in his chair.
No.
And he goes, now you're gonna see the power of the Crucible. And then literally called for people to unsub from her, which is a TOS violation. But no one's like reporting them because we're not pussies. In all honesty, I think this is going to be really good for Sarah and really good for Flo, because Flo's getting mad views on his shit. Like really, he's doing better than he ever has done on this channel anyway that I've seen, right? And I mean, it's going great.
Yeah, if nothing else, it's piquing interest and spreading some. I don't know. There's, I think folks are kind of coming around a little bit on the fact that, at least for a while, there's a lot of folks that were really, really fucking deep in the cult.
Yep.
And so, it's one thing to be able to okay, first of all, we're not supposed to love our fucking politicians. And they're not supposed to tell us that they love us. And we're not supposed to fall in love with them. Okay, that's a fucking gimmick. That's a divide and conquer thing that's been used over time. If we just understand that, when your politicians
bombing,
they love you, and they're they're trauma baiting, and they're loving, and then they're trauma baiting, and they're loving, and they elevate that trauma every little bit of time. And now here we are. Okay, we got a motherfucking 14 fucking billionaires on stage behind the president when he's getting sworn into fucking office.
Yep.
And we're going, oh, there's no fucking corporatocracy going on around here.
No. How much did Elon Musk give Trump's campaign?
Men on that stage, bro, were worth over fucking 51% of all Americans combined.
No, but didn't Elon Musk give $400 million to his campaign?
Chump change. Okay, listen.
But you get what I'm saying. That's substantial.
Trillion $1 bills stacked on top of each other, right? Stacks of $1 bills, right?
Yep. Reach the moon.
They dealt with they're dealing with shit like this big, right? On that stack, right? It would wrap around the fucking Earth 98,000 times.
Oh, what we got room? We've got a bunch of people up here.
It would go from the moon and back fucking 5.5 times in stacked $1 bills.
Yep.
Right? And they're dealing with this little bit amount and throwing around these billions and even a trillion is nothing anymore to these fuckers. We're giving $1 trillion fucking deals to Oracle, to fucking that dipshit fucking Kevin O'Leary from fucking Shark Tank. What are we doing? Funding fucking Nvidia and funding fucking Intel, owning the government owns stake in corporations now. And we're thinking, oh, this isn't fascism, right? Fucking Mussolini didn't describe fascism as straight 101 corporatocracy, right? When the corporations own the fucking government, when they own the means to purchase and buy and control the fucking elected officials.
So
who aren't elected, right? We got motherfuckers standing on stage saying shit like, fucking vote for me and you'll never have to vote again.
So you brought up $1 trillion, right?
When motherfuckers tell you who they are, you gotta fucking listen, dude. And these fuckers are hiding in plain sight.
If you got $1 trillion per second, do you know how many years 1 trillion seconds is? 31,688,739 years.
God damn. That's about every time you can know
31,000 years.
Yeah, that's
for $1 trillion. How are they going to pay off the debt? Tell me how they're going to do it.
Hey, can you guys give me a quick mic check? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, buddy. How you doing, Joe?
Yeah, you're good.
Just curious. Thanks. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Doing good.
32,000 years.
Uncle Fatty?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Fine, Uncle Fatty. Can I join you back within half an hour? I need to go and do something. I'll come back within half an hour. Is it okay?
For sure.
Okay. Thank you, Uncle Fatty. Yeah.
And please, don't interrupt me. My father would be proud of me, and Jesus Christ would be proud of me, because that's who I prayed to before I made these decisions, including on September 11th. Every time I made a decision, I said, I don't really know. You make it right, Jesus. And every time I made a decision in these very, very difficult situations, I said, Jesus, let me think it out. And if there's something wrong, you just put it in my head.
If there's something wrong, just put it in my head, Jesus.
Is that real words from Buddy?
Yeah, man.
No, for real.
That was after he got caught with Borat.
Like I say, Jesus writes my jokes.
There's no hate like Christian hate, bro. There's no justification like Christian justification, bro. That's something for you. Holy shit, now I got 5 Josephs. Which channel you on there? Yeah, no, that was straight right out of fucking Rudy's mouth, bro. Straight into the fucking machine.
I don't doubt it.
You know,
people are crazy, man.
The whole thing about it is it's righteous. It's righteous justification. It's righteous. It's self-righteous bullshit, right? Listen, I'm beyond fucking being a Christian, okay? But I consider myself to be more of a fucking red letter verse Christian than most Christians out there. Living by the actual words of the man himself, right? You don't go around fucking justifying old school fucking texts that were written 2,000 years before Jesus even showed up as justification to be a Christian. Because that's not what Christ did. You know, he referenced those things as far as himself coming to be the Messiah, but not any about all that old wrath and fucking fiery flames and swordy fucking bullshit. No. He was the OG, straight up anarchist, straight up socialist. The original woke motherfucker.
I am a socialist, but not the way that other people see socialism.
I mean, can't say he wasn't. He was anti-government, anti-money. You know, literally said, sell all your possessions. Give all your money and give all of you and your entire self to the less fortunate, and they will cease to be less fortunate. And we've taken that to kick each other when they're down and fucking call them names all the time. Always come up with a fucking nickname, because then you can dehumanize them. Right? And once you've called them a name so many times, you don't even think of them as a fucking rabid animal. I mean, by their name.
Oh,
anymore.
I know.
Right?
That's what I do.
Psychological warfare is fucked up. But the thing about it is,
that's what I do.
It's fucking warfare. Okay, and these motherfuckers want to talk about.
I only do it when they declare war on me first, bro.
Well, they've been using the shit against us for a long time. The thing about psychological warfare is you don't have to fucking declare it. You don't ever declare it. You just do it. Motherfucking Krishnov said that he would take over this country in fucking 50 years and not fire a single shot. And look at what the fuck's happening. Literally got the motherfucking goddamn Secretary of War wearing a fucking Russian fucking tie in the fucking Oval Office, hosting a man who's being invaded by Russia. We got our president. He's got his head so far up Putin's ass he can't even breathe half the time. His wife is a fucking plant, a gift from the oligarchs in Russia. We know this. This is proof, people. Like, you guys want to talk about? I fucking do my own research, bro. Shit my pants while I'm fucking jerking off on YouTube. You don't got time to fucking do research when you're on fucking YouTube all the time.
I've heard that stuff, but I just assume that they're all paid shills. Like, they don't let you get to the top unless...
Sure. Understandably. Understandably, yes. But we have to weigh the fucking scales, and the shit is not even. It's not even close to fucking even. I love bashing both sides. Look, I thought Sleepy Joe was a fucking... He was not the guy to be the one in the office. No. Okay, but that's part of being a fucking rationalized human being, right? When your side is so fucking pitted against the other side, because who's the fucking telling you? Who's telling you to be fucking scared of those people? Where are they? Where are those people at? Those people that we're supposed to be scared of, bro, they're like 1%. Some of them aren't even like a half of a fucking whole percent. Right? But we're fucking scared of them. Where are they?
You mean immigrants?
Yeah, they could be up to like 3%.
I know, but this is the thing, and I don't know what's true because the government says it, and then you don't know. But from what I've seen in a lot of these cities and stuff, sir, is it's actually a very small number of people that commit like 70+% of the crime. They have repeat.
The fucking Title 43 shit's all fucked up with the feds, but
just saying. Because listen, I know criminals.
In a self-reporting system, that's real hard to maintain.
Yeah.
And what you're gonna get counties like mine who have, out of fucking staters transplants, right? Running our city governments now, running our county governments, running our state governments. They've been running the state for a while. Mormons, fucking weirdos down there. And we literally have, a very purple community. We have a very liberal mindset as far as like individual liberty, people being able to live their own fucking lives, do what they want to do, right? Just don't hurt me, dude. Just don't hurt me, right? That was the Christian sentiment.
Yeah, supposed to be. And
yeah, well, now we got
into you got to do what I say, or I'm gonna ruin your life.
Right,
Yeah.
We're back to running the black Christians out of town now. We're back to having cross burnings and swastikas painted on people's fucking houses.
Yep.
Yeah, that's you know what? It's everybody's right to exist. It's everybody's right, man. I will help the fucking motherfuckers actually get permits and have their fucking little marches and parades.
Yeah, but listen, I'm anti-immigration, but it's for very, very selfish reasons. So most times when I say it, I'm embarrassed to say why, but it's just the way I am.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where if you want to maintain that justified righteousness of the holy, the mission statement of always helping your neighbor, always helping those that are down, right?
Yeah.
Always helping the weaker person, always pulling people up, right? That you have to, in society, you have to bear that in the capitalism society, especially, right? Where you have no more incentive than you have anybody else to fuck somebody else over so that I can get mine, right? What have we heard a lot lately?
Yeah.
Not with my tax money, bro. Not with my tax money. I don't want my tax money going to that fucking queer shit. Okay, fine. Put it towards the fucking 5 or 10 drops of fucking F-15 fuel that it'll pay for. Put it wherever the fuck you want, somewhere else. So shut the fuck up. How about that? Because that's, you know what? When you run around telling people like my Jesus trumps your Jesus, that shit gets fucked up.
Yes.
And to
None
me,
of my reasons are Jesus.
We got nothing more going on than a bunch of fucking goddamn Christians running around being self-righteous fucking Christians.
Yes.
Saying that my fascistic type of Christianity is more fascist than your side. Okay, now I'm going to tell you what the fuck to do and believe, right? And then I'm going to even hire motherfuckers like fucking Peter fucking Thiel.
Yep.
A fucking goddamn lizard worshiper, bloodsucker.
Yep.
And give him $1 trillion fucking contracts.
Just the weirdest thing about
what happens when you hire Professor fucking Chaos, right?
Yeah. But
And
the
General
weirdest thing
Ray.
about the debate was that every time it's a really weird tactic of debating where every time Teriak would bring up specific things, he don't know nothing about it. He's like, I don't know that. Right? And it's like, if you don't know these basic things that any low-level conspiracy theorist knows to be true, why are you in this debate?
It's a fucking bullshit move. It's a fucking tactic.
No, but
it's an avoidance system, right? Because they always have to be controlling the narrative, right?
Yep.
You're always controlling the flow of how things are going. That way, you're always presupposing the condition and making everything hinge upon those certain criterias of what you're presenting your proposition to be. When okay, like guy like fucking Rob.
Oh,
like let me use 500 fucking words where I should use 10.
Mm-hmm.
The pontificator of pontificators.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Which is cool. Everybody's got their style. You know. But like goddamn fucking get to the point. You know. Stop blowing fucking sunshine up my ass. Trying to tell me about how fucking using all your adjectives and tell me how strong and bold of a statement that you made, and you're just following the dear leader's fucking move. Imagine growing up in today's age, bro, and not knowing anything else, like even 10 years younger than us, where all that you ever knew in politics was this fucking clown, dude. This fucking clown who has to control the fucking narrative at all times.
Yep, and you know what it's called? Pedantic.
It's real, tried and true. It's 100% narcissism. It takes a true being, a true
pedantic.
Thing. It's almost like being enlightened, bro, to be a true narcissist, right?
I lost my. Yeah, it is. I'm a absolute narcissist, but
you don't have the code. You don't have the sycophants behind you, though. It takes a team to really.
That's because I don't.
The team. It takes that codependent, narcissistic relationship of always being able to fucking put somebody down and pull them back up and keep them in that perpetual state of like inherent fucking trauma bonding and keeping everybody on their toes because you never know what fucking I might do next. I used to run I used to run my fucking cruise that way, bro, and like it fucking took me a long time to learn that kicking shit on people's shoes and fucking telling them they suck and fucking hurry the fuck up like isn't the way to go. That's not good motivation. It's not good leadership skills. It's not good, anything really in society. It's just a bunch of fucking church clown fucking bullshit. Trying to maintain some unmanageable standard. It all comes down to like fucking what's the expectation? How's it being managed?
That
when there is no designated expectation and these motherfuckers are just running wild, right? And just we're in this flood the zone system of just complete bombardment. So every time you elevate up your trauma, now those trauma steps become bigger. Now we're in that part of fascist takeover where like shit's already happened, the system's in place. All you got to do is fucking say trigger words anymore. And we're to the point where motherfuckers can get fucking straight busted. Straight every single day, bro, making fucking impeachable fucking statements. Every fucking day making multiple impeachable statements. And it's just fucking shit in the bucket because the truth is a little tiny fucking nugget of fucking gold, right? In a swimming pool full of shit. Raw fucking sewage. A bunch of corn, a bunch of peanuts. Only one fucking piece of fucking gold. That's how flood the zone works. These are old tactics from the fucking old fucking regimes, okay? That's being used against us right now. And motherfuckers are like, he's so funny though. He calls people names. I want to be able to call people names too because I'm a fucking racist bigot too. And I hate the trans and I hate the gays too because they make me feel weird when I see them in public.
And they get excited by it.
I feel weird when I see other people. I feel weird when I see them. And I don't want to have to feel weird, so they shouldn't exist.
Some people get excited over the gay stuff, and then some people don't. And the ones who don't, I know, are probably straight. And then the ones who get really excited about it are closeted.
They're all fucking rapists, bro. They've all fucking been raped when they were kids, and they're covering up for the same shit as they grow up as they did when they grew up. And they think the other side does it too, but we fucking don't.
Yeah, I didn't used to believe that, but I do now.
You always blame your opponent for your fucking weaknesses. Always.
True.
You project strength. You never show weakness. You never take the fall. You never ever admit a loss or a fault or a defeat, and you always blame. So you can fucking rationalize it and justify it when you get fucking caught doing it too. It's the fucking bullshit baiter game of the groomers calling the fucking other guys groomers.
I don't do that.
And we're so fucking penetrated with this fucking bullshit of divide and conquer that motherfucker can actually do shit, and people are just like, oh, he was just fucking being silly. But you can't take a joke, you fucking libtard. Fucking really. People are so fucking in depth. Like, listen. Anybody ever wants to fucking do the Uncle Fatty's Red Hat Challenge? All you gotta do is admit one thing that Donald Trump's ever done in his whole life. Wrong. One bad thing that he's ever fucking done. One.
He fucked over that old lady from her apartment.
Congratulations, you're not a fucking cult member.
Well, just
that's all it takes.
I pay attention to what's going on.
You know, most motherfuckers can't fucking do it. Can't even think. It's like the David Koresh fucking motherfuckers do.
Yes, well.
It's like Jim Jones motherfuckers. It's the fucking guys that sleep with their Nikes on because there's a comet coming by.
Mm-hmm. There's a new one coming right now. Remember? Now it's stuck behind the sun, they're saying.
There's a couple of them. It's actually pretty fucking weird.
Atlas. 3-Eye Atlas or whatever.
Yeah, there's another big one behind it. And there's, I think, like a whole gang swarm of them that kind of just like must be following the thing or something.
We're going to have to fight Jesus.
Hey.
It's going to be like Supernatural. We'll be driving around in an old school car, whole bunch of weapons in our trunk.
Y2K, bro. He's stuck at the Mexican border. They won't let him across. He's down there washing feet and teaching people how to fish and bake bread and all kinds of shit.
Who is?
Jesus, the Christ.
Oh.
Yeah, he's born on Y2K, stroke of midnight, Pacific Standard Time.
We got Uncle Fatty. He's spilling it out. You know what I'm saying? In the motherfucking house. So to the ones. We in the strip club. It's a whole lot of ones. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
I see Uncle Fatty in the building. Salute for Uncle Fatty. You better stay out of trouble. Better stay out of trouble, Uncle Fatty.
That's creepy as shit.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
That Uncle that Fatty one was, that was messed up.
Oh God, you've got 3 demons now.
Help me find the light, Tommy.
I dare you.
Fuck you, Fatty.
We got a couple of remixes of Tommy that are just bangers, bro. But they're so inappropriate.
Looney Tunes, dude.
So inappropriate, dude. The F-bomb was.
I don't think I've ever had the pleasure of speaking with that gentleman.
No, he's great. He's a fucking good dude, man. He really is a good dude.
Stop it.
He is, man. He's just another confused Christian. Who thinks his brand of Christianity is the better brand of Christianity that everybody should be living.
Oh, God. Oh, that's good.
You know, and that's not the way God works. Well,
No.
according to you, okay, but let's argue about it. It's fun.
Okay.
I've been doing it for fucking years. I mean, there's nothing funner than arguing about God because everybody can get so fucking intense about it. All you're doing is telling us how strong you are convicted about a virtue. It's virtue signaling. It's projection. You know, Jack.
How far back do you remember when you were a baby?
Anymore these days, not too far, but I've had a lot of concussions and shit. But
I can remember when I was 4.
I used to tell my fucking mom that I remembered being born. I was adopted, and
yeah,
I never fucking until like in my teens when I realized that like the stories my grandma would tell me too later on. But I remembered fucking a lot of shit like way back and like
right, but
whatever.
When
but
you're
then,
a child, it's just like a pet, right? A cat and a child, single-digit age child, sees their parent as God, right? But then just like Santa Claus, they're like, but even though I'm God, even though I'm daddy or mommy, I'm not responsible. God is.
It's the wonderment, right? It's faith.
Right?
That's what faith is. That's why faith gets preyed upon.
Those people need a mommy or daddy to lie to them when they grow up. Like Santa Claus. Making a list, checking it twice. It's all programming, dude. But it's what Teriak says, and he's like the noble lie. You have to have it. Socrates, blah blah blah, whatever. And I'm like, right. I say let it burn. Like if the people need that, I would rather live in truth than the falsehoods that they portray and perpetrate. If I have to choose between religion and peace or not religion and not peace, I'd have to choose the not peace because it's not peace and then they use it as a shield. You know what I mean? Like Vibe today. Pretty much like how could, like, if I use the exact same arguments as him, then would he admit that there's no God? Because he's saying there's no deep state, and I'm vehement that there is. It's a multi-level deep state. So if he says deep state doesn't exist, then I say God doesn't exist. I say I'm Jesus. That's why my name's Dr. 10th Balaam. It's a whole messed up troll that barely anybody understands.
I can use the transcendental argument for this flying spaghetti monster as well as they can for God.
Yeah, it's stupid.
So, I mean, the thing is that with that is when you get into those situations and you just absolutely deny to engage, then you're forfeiting. Okay, you lose when you do that.
Mm-hmm.
And what nobody's doing is just telling these motherfuckers straight up, you just lost. You just lose.
That's what I
you
do.
Lose. You fucking lose. So we're not carrying on with any more hypotheticals out of your fucking presupposed little conditioning thing that you wrote down before you came in here.
Listen, if you don't believe me, do you believe there's such thing as magic?
I think there's, I would call magic energy. Just like praying.
So everybody believes in the metaphysical, but they want to give it a name, right? In all honesty,
that's humanity. We've got to label
I
shit.
flipped out yesterday morning and crashed out on Teriax because a whole bunch of people wanted to challenge me because blah, blah, blah. They think they're smart. And I'm like, you know, that this is how he presents it. He goes, because I said about religious people and how they use this as a shield and they don't actually believe in God or anything, right? And he goes, oh, so if there's 3 gay people doing something bad on the street, then can I say that all gay people are bad? And I'm like, that's a stupid question. And then he wanted to move on to another question and like frame the scenario. And I'm like, no, we're gonna start. You don't get to ask a false question, right? Because we're not talking about 3 random religious people on the street. We're talking about tens upon tens of thousands of religious zealots going around acting crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So don't try to even. I caught the. I won't allow these people. If you want to just talk over each other for 40 minutes, I will do that.
Minimalization using the narrative, the presupposed narrative, right, of the minimalization built into the narrative of the question itself.
Right, and that's not a debate or even a discussion. You're telling me you want to frame something, and I only get to answer yes or no.
Right.
We're not doing that. You're not my teacher.
Yeah, and it is in its own right. What this is hypnoprogramming.
Yep,
right. This is society working against itself. This is what happens when societies get big, right? This is all shit that like people that read, and people that like are halfway, maybe a little bit informed, kind of understand the concepts of. But when we grow up on fucking Alf and fucking, goddamn Knight Rider and fucking The Apprentice.
Yes.
And now Shark Tank and everybody wants to be the richest man, narrative being pushed into fucking society again. And the who would be pushing that narrative? Why would the rich man have an incentive to spend money to keep you fucking convinced that being rich is the ultimate goal, when all you're doing is feeding into the system that makes that guy richer?
Because that way it justifies them being rich.
Right, I get to be involved in something. I get to be involved in the fucking, in the kleptomaniac's mind of always plotting and scheming on how to get away with that little Tootsie Roll.
Yep.
Fucking goddamn that fucking candy man. He's got that Tootsie Roll barrel out there. It's full. You can grab handfuls and you won't even notice it. All you got to do is pick one out whenever you want it out of your pocket now. That's how far the fucking, because each Tootsie Roll is actually like a trigger word.
Yep.
And now people fucking wear their trigger words literally on their skin.
Yep.
In them, right? They fly the flags. They got the truck wraps. But they literally wear those sentiments on their fucking skin now, right? We got most of them wear the fucking mark of the beast on their own fucking forehead. Willingly. These are the the same people that were fucking convinced that Y2K was going to happen. Are the same people now, right, that are being convinced by the powers that be. Here's the deal. We don't vote for what we want. We do not vote for what we want. Fuck no, we do not. We vote against what scares us the most. And the one with the bigger fucking drive of, they're fucking scary. Hey, look over there. They're fucking scary. Hey, oh, don't mind me picking your pocket. Hey, look over there. Oh, hey, look. Oh, now I've got you convinced that when I say look over there, you give me money.
Yeah.
I don't even have to pick your fucking pocket anymore. I say, holy fuck, look, a libtard, and you just start giving me money. And people are like, oh, the other side's fucking come on. Can't even see out of your own fucking shell. Motherfuckers, I'm telling you.
I only give money to gain clout.
There's something to that.
I donate to some channels here and there. Just kind of keeps you in good graces. They understand you appreciate them. You know what I mean?
Me and a couple of mushrooms did a little investigation on clout here a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah? Did you guys figure out that I have the most clout of everywhere?
Fucking for sure. I was out in the middle of the woods going, why is nobody talking about 10th Man right now?
Actually, that's the funniest thing is I actually prefer to not be recognized for anything. Like, I like to just sit behind the scenes and be a lurker. Like, I'm lurking on a few panels right now.
I got a couple.
Like, I'm watching other channels while I'm on here, right? Just seeing what's going on in chats, reading your chat. I think Mandy hates me now, or she's talking to people in chat. Oh, no.
Oh, shit, I'm live on my channel, too, huh?
Still love you, Mandy. I don't know if I did something mean to you or something.
Shit, what
Apologize. Sleeping pills.
Yep. Is that? I didn't see you down there, fucker. What's up?
Who?
Yeah, I just came in. So.
What's up, Brick?
What's happening? What's
Or
happening?
Clay, I guess, so that you're not Brick like the other Brick.
Yeah, well, you know, it's not.
It's
It's not
easier.
him. No, it's not him. But no, it is easier too. It's something else. It's something entirely different. Well, see, I rebranded, essentially just because it made sense at the time.
Bodies molded from
I
dark
was-
clay.
Sorry. Sorry.
I was Brick Jonesy at the time.
I know.
And I am Brick Jonesy. That hasn't
Yeah.
changed. But for a more substantial name
Yep.
for a channel, right? Like, obviously, I would want to go with something more brandished. And so that made sense at the time.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Noise.
So what's your take, Brick? Since this is kind of like this tomato after party, that's why I came here. Because so do you think that Vibe is dumb or evil?
Willfully ignorant.
Well, I don't believe anyone.
I call that evil.
Yeah, I don't. I don't believe anyone is actually evil. I believe it's what they do.
Okay, but ignoring the truth.
Yeah, but he was being willfully ignorant.
Yeah.
Is he a bona fide lawyer? Like, is that his game or? He's
a business owner.
Well, okay, all right. Well,
I don't know his full portfolio. I don't ask people questions. I don't give a fuck about nobody.
I mean, maybe he's arguing just to argue.
He always
Arguing,
makes
say,
the doing shit that he like. If I was coming this from the lawyer's perspective and I was arguing,
Contrarian.
that's like,
yeah.
I mean, but I do pay very close attention to people. I know what Fatty does for a living. He told us.
Nice. Yeah, I
remember everything everybody says almost.
Yeah,
Everything
no
that
doubt,
you say, I remember because I'm crazy.
Well, you know that. Well, you know the space I come from. I mean, you're essentially from that space generally too. So
Yeah, they're a bit mad at me.
oh yeah. Well, they get mad at.
Yeah, well, I just want to let you know that I heard that you've been talking some smack, and I just want you to know that I've been taking Taekwondo lessons in the back of the Walmart Supercenter, so if you don't want to get hurt, then you better stop.
I hate when that
What the hell? Bro, is that supposed to be me?
Nope. That
No?
was me a few years ago.
Oh, okay. I was like, is he?
Hey. What do we say when a cute boy walks by?
Brown chicken, brown cow.
What the hell? That's awesome.
It. Smell
That's
goody. Yeah. And the fucking DJs from Mars, and then Scared Ketchup is the fucking animator. He's got some fucking funny shit we're working on, dude. It's hilarious. Just did a JD Vance fucking remix.
Huh.
The Futon Philanderer.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's interesting because there's only two spaces that I really go to anymore, and that's the little bit of Panelverse that I enjoy, which is not much of it at all. And then of course the 1A space, and the 1A space, I mean, it's so wild over there. Like everybody's like there's this like factions thing. It's weird.
Yes.
It's so weird. It's like,
Brick, do you know what one of the common themes for the first 2.5 years I was doing this? I would have people like Booty Wart and all these people. That's one of the reasons why I didn't really fit in with them. But we found this weird trend because we had exposed 3 or 4 different convicted pedophiles.
Sure. Yeah.
That were doing 1A stuff, and just nobody knew that their background, and then people came to me with it, and I had to expose them.
Yeah, there was one not too long
They were all
ago.
News Now. They were News Now, all the channels.
Oh, really? Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird thing.
There's one about a year ago that got exposed by it was one of the troll channels, like not 1A people.
Who
but
was it?
I forget, man. It was I think it was somebody in California, but I don't remember the name. Yeah, I mean, it was about the time that I first started really kind of subbing to everybody, and then all of a sudden this, that got brought up, and I'm like, oh wow, I guess, it's everywhere. It's not like I'm not going to expect to hear of something, and like, even in the debate spaces, like eventually it's going to come out. Somebody somewhere is going to get exposed, and it's the world we live in.
That's fucking deep state right there.
So
the deep state is hidden in plain sight, bro. The deep state is the one yelling at you to be afraid of the deep state.
I got clipped out. Did you see that on Sarah's channel, bro? When that happened,
more than one person did.
The whole
get this.
The whole house got shut down.
Get this. Earlier today, Jimmy Dore did 2 segments about the land grab that's taking place in, I think, Palisades or something like that, California. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like
Fireland and all that shit. Yeah, man.
They delivered flyers to burn down houses to let them know that they had to come and vote about it, whatever. Right? Like, it was absolutely absurd the way that.
Tornado. Unfortunately, this is actually kind of typical for how FEMA would work. But now we don't have any FEMA workers, right? And the system's like 10 times worse, and we're completely fucked.
But what happened was he was doing that segment, and then somehow both his YouTube and Rumble went offline, and he had to start another stream.
I mean, I live right next to a testing base, so it's not unusual to see weird stuff.
A little bit of lead in the water, huh?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, Albuquerque, right? Albuquerque is wild, man. This shit's crazy.
Albuquerque is New York, right?
No. It's in
it's right beside New York or whatever.
New Mexico.
Oh no! Oh right, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah, wrong turn, Albuquerque. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Wasn't there what's the A thing that's in New York? I can't remember. Anyway, go ahead.
Albany. There's Albany, and then
maybe it's that. Yeah, and Albuquerque. No, I know. I say Bugs Bunny all the time. I get you.
I think it's the Adirondacks, probably.
Could be that too.
Yeah, that's the mountain range.
I'm Canadian, so I know about the stuff, but I don't know all the stuff.
What is it? Sorry, Fatty.
Is that where the Apaches lived?
Yeah, no. Apaches. No. I mean, I'm from the South. I'm from the South, but I lived all over the East Coast. I've been to every southern state and every New England and North state, but the only one I haven't been to that's the East Coast state is Kentucky. It's the only one. I've been to all the rest of them.
Damn.
Literally every last one of them. And the interesting thing about that is that the furthest west I've been is New Mexico. So from Texas all the way through all of the southern states and then all of the East Coast states. So, I'm getting there. I'm getting to the, covering them all. Eventually I probably will, at some point. Still young.
For a couple of years, I'm fucking jonesing for some ocean.
Oh my goodness. I saw it literally. I was in Florida just was it last weekend? Yeah, last weekend. And that's where I'm from. So, saying it a million times, but I just got to see it. Auditor Palooza, which was really awesome. Yeah, I got to see all the LIA was there. Leroy Truth.
Put you on or what?
Huh?
Oh, you went to Audapalooza too? Yeah, Joe won an award, didn't he?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was hanging out with Joe.
Yeah, he was talking about it. I laughed at him.
Bro, I don't smoke anymore, but because he was there, I just kind of took it and I said, quick little puff, but I didn't get high or nothing.
Did he call you the N-word ever?
Probably
1,000 times. Oh, sup?
that
was Landry at Audapalooza too? Audapalooza?
Landry?
I
don't know. You're talking about modern?
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. No.
Oh, I was just wondering if Joe picked him up and took him down there with him. Joe got a new boyfriend. He don't love me no more.
He did.
He loves Landry
ride
now.
with a friend. He did ride with a friend, though. So.
Oh, I see.
But it wasn't Landry.
Always getting somebody else to drive him around.
But yeah, Leroy Truth won the big award, and then Joe, and then FAPA. I don't know if you know who FAPA is. That's First Amendment Protection Agency.
Yeah, I remember that.
The
Vaguely.
People's Elbow. That guy. Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah, I think so.
He does the dispensaries mostly.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's so funny because he's had to spray a few people.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I disagreed with that at first.
Yeah.
But then I saw the encounters that, like, furry mace somebody or whatever.
I mean, if you're on a public
OC spray or whatever.
If you're on a public
sidewalk, I know, but I felt, and then Johnny 5-0, I think it was, or I can't remember, but he was in a residential area, and buddy sprayed him with the hose. He maced him, or OC sprayed, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I was against it, but then I watched a woman try to run over Amagansett Press. Not really, but if he hadn't moved and she didn't stop, and then she got out of the car and started like swinging at him or something, like being very intimidating. He maced her, and that's when I said, "Yeah, fuck it. Anybody who gets within arm's reach, mace them. That's enough."
Yeah, bro. I mean, I've only had to spray one person in my whole entire life, and I really didn't want to, and it literally took everything holding me back, and it wasn't even someone in this business that I had to spray. No, nothing like that. It was somebody else, just happened. But, there's been a couple of times where I've, been like, you better get back, dude. A couple of times. Yeah. So it's a necessity.
There was another situation back in the day, like maybe 5 years ago or whatever. Wolfie Gladley. I don't know if you know who he is. He doesn't really audit a lot anymore.
What, is that Wolfie? Wolverine
Wolfie Gladley.
No,
Wolfie Gladley. Yeah. Anyway, he was out with like James and all different people, right? So they were near like power company or something like that, and like 5 or 6, I don't know, remember exactly how many people. Some of them were throwing rocks, and one of them picked up a stick like a board off of a pallet and swung it at one of the guys. It got so crazy. I'm like, I literally said, "Is this the new Grand Theft Auto that's coming out?" That's what it was like. It was insane.
So last year, James got arrested right before Audapalooza, and literally he just got arrested right before this year as well. So he didn't show up, but
he's doing it on purpose.
I don't know, man. It's so it's so wild, man. Because there was a few people who actually showed up there where he got arrested while he was in there. Bow was there, bro.
Well, did you hear the interview off High Impact that he said that they booked him and brought him in, and then as they were getting him out of there, because like they expedited him, and they said, "I don't know who you are, but I've never seen this happen before." And in all honesty, the exact same thing happened to me one time, and I called somebody I knew in the government, and when the phone got hung up, the guy came back and opened the cell and let me out.
Nice.
That's
Yeah,
the
I
deep
mean-
state. That's the deep state. See, he can say the deep state doesn't exist all he wants. I know what happens behind the scenes that I'll probably never talk about.
The money.
And
Yeah.
but
That part, bro. Like if you've been to the dungeon, you
I
know
never
the
worked-
deep state exists.
I never worked in the government. I worked for the government, and like
Right.
as a contractor, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, if you've been on this side of the bars or that side of the bars, it doesn't matter. If you've been there and you've been inside of the facility, you know the deep state exists. Like that's why when Vibe's saying it doesn't exist, it's like, dude, go take a visit to a jail. You do a little bit of preaching work in the jail. You know that the deep state exists. I'm telling you, man, because the funny thing is like when I was in prison, some brothers would come and have a little Bible study. And anytime they came in, you know, there's stories. There's stories, you know what I'm saying? So I know it exists. And then on top of that, if it didn't exist, then how would all the contraband get into the prisons and the jails? That, you know, that just would never happen.
Come on. You know,
It does exist. it's real.
Yeah.
You know?
That's like saying, no, you know what he literally did? He pulled the Italian. I'm just thinking of it now. He pulled the Italian fucking bullshit where it's like, the mafia doesn't exist. What are you talking about?
Right, exactly. It's like, yeah, you know, there's the crime that happens, but is it really organized?
Nope, it's disorganized crime.
Yeah, we would never get together to figure out a way to profit off of the backs of the people through crime. We would never do that.
No. Like you brought up the 600 fake DUIs. You didn't present it as well as I wish I was there so I could have added in. Right?
Yeah.
But
I mean,
no, it's okay. It's okay. You know, it's all impromptu, right? But
yeah, exactly.
600 false DUI arrests where I think 2 of them have gone to prison now because of like this has been happening for 100 something years, maybe 300, maybe whatever, right? Only now because we have electronic communications where we can track this stuff are we finding out about it, and we're only finding out about some of it. That's what he keeps saying, transparent. You're able to see it, so it's not deep state.
Yeah.
No, you're seeing the surface level stuff. Surface level. And then that whole department gets replaced, but it's still got the same officials. It's still got the same rich rancher down the road. And it's just like Yellowstone. And they're willing to kill their own children. So when they show up at your house and they show you a picture of your kid at the daycare and say, I certainly hope that you vote on the thing that we've talked about the way that we talked about. But, you know, I would never tell you how to vote. You have a beautiful daughter, and then walks away and leaves the picture sitting there.
Sure, it'd be horrible if anybody fell out that window.
That's what they do. Listen, Trump admitted what they do. He said, whoever Al Gabati or whatever it was, he said, I took a picture out of my coat and sat it there, and it was of his house.
Well,
and then he did what I said. Trump admitted it in front, and then they'll say, "Oh, well, that's not deep state because it's in your face." Yeah, what about the other 30 times he did that to other people?
I mean, Steve was really pointing it out to him as, you know, after I essentially said, you know, okay, well, you know, you can have this unrealistic view of that is the deep state. And then
Mr.
Steve was like,
Burns.
yeah, you can really.
Who keeps down the electric car? We do. We do.
He did a really good job of hammering it home of like, you can have that idea. It's very childish, but it's not the way it is.
That's an ad hom. Blah blah blah.
It is.
Appeal to epistemological hermetics. blah blah blah.
Well, you know, and I know I mentioned too, it's a colloquial term, right? So there's other ways, you know, and the state, the word state is a colloquial term. It of itself is a colloquial term because state actually is a reference to the mind, as in state of mind. So when we're talking about boundaries around a territory, that right there is not a real state. The state is the state of mind, which is the state of the people. So whatever they vote for, and so what our treaties are. And so, you know, when we call a state, it's a state according to the United States. But you go abroad, those are called nation states. And the United States is a nation state.
But another point that was missed during that was that the deep state, I guess it can be referred to the way you're saying it, but the way I've understood it is it's a state within a state that has no borders like you're describing, in which case it is actually omnipresent, and then they use the five eyes to spy on their own, each other's politicians.
Exactly.
And then it's legal, and then they get the dirt, and then you do what you're told.
Right. Well, see, and here's the thing. I mentioned this too. I would be surprised and impressed if it didn't exist. I didn't mention this. I would be inclined to not believe you if you told me that the deep state does not exist. I would be like, bro, you're absolutely out of the loop, which is actually what we were telling Vi. But like, you're out of the loop to believe that this. I mentioned it to Sasquatch. This amorphous blob that exists within the state of these state actors who essentially just use nepotism and self-interest to increase their own gains. Like, if you believe that that's not a thing, like, where have you been living? Are you living under a rock? And he wanted to, and I you know what's funny is I actually do understand his argument because, like I mentioned, he's coming from the Christian value set, which I actually agree with. It's just that I am going to use the colloquial term of the deep state, just like Big Brother. Here's another term, Big Brother. Now, Big Brother doesn't exist. Okay, sure, it's not real, but it is. Like, is a colloquial term. We all understand what that means. We all know that this term means something. And to just pretend like, oh, it doesn't exist. No, it's like, no. Yeah, the man. Right, we know what that means. Yeah.
Man's keeping me down, Ma.
Yeah, no, the monkey on the back. The monkey on the back. We know what that means.
You're the one licking the boot. It's not on your neck.
Yeah, and just to pretend like it's not there. Now you're just doing yourself injustice. It's like, well, it could never happen to me.
Do you think that a good analogy for that situation is it tastes just like steak?
Yeah. Okay. That's not bad. There was actually a movie so the red pill. Did you know that the red pill actually came before the Matrix? That's that is actually from Total Recall.
Well, I don't know where it came from, but I saw a thing about it. But
Total Recall did the pill first, and this is the funny thing about this because
we got another one though too.
Yeah. When he was in the room and his wife came to see him while he was on Mars, and the other guy comes in and he's like, I brought this pill, take this pill, and then that way you can come out of the computer program. That's where it actually came from. Matrix stole the red pill, just so you know.
Yeah, the pill thing goes all the way back to like when they first started making pills.
Probably. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I would imagine that too. Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
I mean, it's
listen.
It's the thing of, you choose what you want to be is what it is. It's the choice of taking the pill to define yourself as the pill. That's what I say about worldview. Worldview, the term worldview has been used as a tactic against humanity before. Because defining yourself by your own little fucking team and saying that I choose this team and this team only is divide and conquer. Right? It's
Yes.
The smart thing that he did in that was he didn't take the pill at all. And see, that's the thing is they want you to take a pill. They want you to believe that you have to make a choice. Why do you have to make a choice between blue and red or gray or black?
You don't. Not to decide, you still have made a choice.
This may be true, however,
not my words.
This may be true, but it's not the choice that they gave to you.
It never is. It never is. It can't be.
Well, they want you to believe that your choice, they want you to believe that your choice matters so that you stay quiet. It's population control.
When you got, hive mind mentality, that's the only way that hives can work.
Bingo. Yes.
So it's just, it's just nature.
And
it's just all it is. But the less
say a vote matters.
The more we're in trouble.
I say a vote matters, but it only matters if you're involved. We see, here's the thing. People will go and put a vote in, right? And that's all they do. You know what that is? That's going to church on Easter and then never going to church again. Your vote didn't matter. Yeah. But if you go every single weekend on Sunday, and then sometimes you'll go on the Wednesday night, and you obviously show up for your quote unquote holidays, then when you speak to the other congregation people, your vote matters. But if you go in and you show up on Easter and you start talking to the people, they're looking at you like, yeah, okay, you weekend warrior. Like, no, your vote doesn't matter. And so when we're talking about like the Electoral College, right? People who aren't swaying the Electoral College, guess what? Their vote don't matter. So you put your vote in, yes, but it only matters so much as you are involved. And when I say that too, I would say
that for sure up to about 3 or 4 years ago. 7 years ago, maybe, to kind of start it with, but like the shit that's going on.
Local politics matter more, right?
Yeah.
So you can sit there and, put your vote in and get involved with the Electoral College. And that might work out well for you because now you're getting involved with the Fed, but you still got to live in your hometown. So you better be involved in your local politics too. Unless you want to go live at the White House, which is also an option, or in DC, which is also an option.
Until you money up and then you get to move to some other town, right? And take your ideology to some other town and change that town to fit your instance of your fascistic type of what you want to be. That's where the whole it's factions, right? Fascism.
Yes.
The factions of corporations that fight each other because it's the us or them mentality, and it's the fight to the top of the commercial economic system of a free market run wild with
absolutely
no regulations. What are we doing? We're taking all the way. Why do regulations fucking exist? Why do we have fucking dividers in between the fucking freeways? Why do we have fucking stop signs? Why do we have something that says you can't piss in public? Those are regulations.
Yep.
We have them because people do that shit, and we don't like them when they do that shit.
I agree about almost all of those.
Yeah, exactly. Not all of them, but there are a lot of good rules, right? And I believe rule of law works.
We got to deregulate and open up the free market and let the companies come in so we can get some of that trickle down.
Yeah. And so it's like the warning label on the prescription bottle, right? So the warning label on the prescription bottle is there because some dumbass left it out. And then somebody took it, and now, we got to have a warning label. But, that's a regulation that came about. And I don't have a problem with it, but it does raise the cost. And so be it, right? And here's the thing, too. I've said this, and I actually said this at my council meeting here in Albuquerque. I told him, I said, I really don't care how much money you spend, as long as you're doing your job correctly. But as soon as you're not doing your job correctly, get the fuck out of my office. The fuck are you even doing here? Because it's my office. It's not your office. I hired you. That's.
And if somebody doesn't fucking speak back at them, nobody will.
Exactly.
Listen, I didn't like Long Island Audit. I met him on Rogues couple of years ago, and I gave him a hard time. Maybe it made him better because he did seem to pour it on a lot harder after that. I was trolling him in his comments too. They're just, I don't know. But then he went up to the Robert Brooks jail where they murdered that guy. And now one guy's in prison, maybe two. Not even sure. One guy got like 15 years, right?
Fucking like
so
a bunch of them quit. A bunch of them took their exonerably, exalted.
But if LIA had not gone up there,
yeah, it's fucked
that would
up.
have never happened. Only because of him were those people held to account.
Yeah, I'm really happy that we have people in this
Goes
country
both ways, you know,
willing to do that, you know, and it's not many, you know. I was having this discussion with Let's.
Just
Go
real
ahead.
quick.
Yeah.
Do you know one of LIA's very first videos when he started? He pulled the body cam from a cop, the chief or whatever, I think Sergeant Chief, whatever, who knows?
Right.
And the guy was talking to the cop, and he goes, 20 years ago, he'd be in a hole with no teeth. Like literally
wow.
admitting that if things weren't monitored like they are now, he would just murder him.
right, yeah. And there are cops who say that shit right there on their body cam. They forget to turn it off and do all sorts. I mean, there are some pretty horrendous stinking stories. I was on, I forget which panel, but I was on a panel and somebody was saying that it's overblown, that it's out of proportion, and I'm just listening to it. I'm not gonna fight back against it. It's just like, you are blind.
See, that's what when the flood the zone actually works, right? When it's gotten to the point where people are so nepotistic and they're just so completely unplugged from it, just can't even, because they've been told that it's toxic, right? So you believe it's toxic, you don't want to engage with it anymore. That's to the point where everybody is now, where we can't even fathom the fact that things are even happening anymore, like at all. It doesn't matter what it is. Anything that happens, we're just so like overwhelmed with fucking the trauma and the fucking
the stress. They say, I'll get too stressed if I watch too much of that stuff, and then turn around and they'll say, but it doesn't happen. Like, you're telling me it doesn't happen, but you just told me that it's happening and you can't watch it.
It's coping mechanism, bro.
It is. It's cope 100%.
It's coping mechanism. It's
defensive.
It's rationalizing the situation, justifying the occasions and the actions of others that allow us to accept the fact, that
and I'm
we have
not
to tell ourselves.
I'm not gonna lie and say it's
That's what
happening
it is.
like over and over and over all the time, every day, minute after minute. It's not happening like that, but it is happening every day.
For most people, it is, though. Like all day long, their whole life. See, when you go to rehab, you learn vocab words, right?
Yes, you do.
People that don't have to deal with shit and are in their little shell their whole life don't know these words.
Yes.
They don't know the struggle, right? They, God forbid, been through a fucking hellacious fucking divorce, right? Ended up having to fucking kidnap your own kids just to get them back from a fucking psychotic fucking maniac, and then raise them for fucking 16 and a half fucking years. And just be like, oh, I'm just gonna sit around and be a snowflake and fucking cry about shit. While telling each other, while brainwashing each other, right? How to fucking be better people when we ourselves are shitty fucking people.
Yeah, that part.
We are egg fucking douchebags, every fucking last one of us.
I am not a shitty person. I'm actually a very nice person.
You're not a terrible person. There are some.
The
There are
fucking world
really people.
fucking revolves around me, bro. You haven't heard?
But
You need the fucking memo.
It again goes back to, like, I wouldn't call somebody a shitty person. I'd call what they do.
No, we're all shitbags. We're all fucking shit.
But I do, I carry the
We're all fucking self-serving when it comes to the coke because we're not. The addict doesn't see the problem when they're in it. They're rolling with that fucking that rush. The fucking
especially if nobody.
No. So do you guys know Marilyn, young lady? Yeah, she's a very pretty young lady.
I've seen her. Yeah.
Yeah. So
You ever met
I,
Captain Underpants?
Whole be a ham-fried biscuit on a dang old cast iron stove. Every day, my man, Captain Underpants. Captain Underpants. How high is the stoke, my friend? How high? I don't know. Above his underpants. It's definitely not higher than Uncle Fatty, I'll tell you that.
it plays double the sound when you do that. Just to let you know. That's the way she goes. What were we talking about?
Captain Underpants. You ever met him?
I had something really prolific to say what we were talking
You
about.
did. You did. You were about to get right into it. And then we had to do it Captain Underpants.
I forget what it was. What were you saying? Your timing's terrible, Fatty.
I know. It was perfect, wasn't it?
Mm.
Got to break up
Oh,
the
yeah,
monotony.
yeah, right. You first you tell us we're all pieces of shit, and then you play a video to make us forget that we're all pieces of shit. Go fuck yourself, piece of shit.
Normal bonding, bro. I'm telling you.
See how I actually recall what's going on?
Where is that?
You do. You remember everything. I do know that.
Not everything, because it matters if I care.
Well, it's easier if it's on video, then you can really remember it.
No, I'm saying if I don't give a fuck about you, I won't pay attention to you if I don't give a fuck about you. Like Radical Coder, when he talks, I literally turn my brain off. And I tune him out. I tune him out like he's a pop-up on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and you know, it's the conversation ability, right? And not everybody has it.
No, he can do it. It's just when you're in that situation when he's on a panel and he's being pressed and he knows he's going to get bought off the panel.
Yeah,
it's like being in a real debate, right? Where the whole point of the debate is to just get as much information on the table as possible. You're not emotional about it. You present the information, and it's almost like the person who presents the more information wins.
So it's all perception on that. So,
but not in this
example. Rob is a terrible debater.
No, he's just a bully, right? He's got a swagger and a sway and a confidence in
Rob.
He
has
a
swagger.
bully.
Yeah,
he has no swag.
Oh, he's a crybaby. That's his thing.
He does this. Hey guys.
That's his swagger. That's his swagger.
That's Rob. That's Rob.
That's his thing. That's what he's got.
No,
And
you
if
go
he's
for
doing-
60 seconds, and then I get a 60 seconds.
doing-
It's like, no, you're gonna
No.
say 80 different things, and I'm not supposed to address them all in the
Way of
same amount of
controlling
time
the
as you
narrative.
spurred out all this nonsense.
Well, he's like a rabid rat, but like a spanky version of that.
I was thinking more like a rabid chihuahua mounting a
He's
woolly
Pizza Rat.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's good. I like that. Ah, man. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm already-
Dragging the pizza.
There's like 60 something fallacies in the first half an hour when I talked to him the other night.
No doubt.
So when one of the
When you
first
let a guy
times I got
just in his fucking mouth like that, and he ends up at 500 words before you only go, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You just let them keep fucking talking, dude. They will tell you who they are.
Yes, this is what I'm talking about, right?
Fuck, man.
Debating isn't mastering intelligence or
No, this is the us versus
information.
them mentality taken to the extreme, and we're
It's
normalizing it.
charisma.
This is a
Debating-
normal where we are absolutely at the point as a culture where there is no letting the other side have any fucking validity at all.
Let me ask you this. Okay.
None whatsoever. We can't even agree on a premise to start arguing upon, bro. Because I don't accept your premise. I don't accept how you're coming to this without my God involved.
Exactly.
Who would you vote for? Would it be the more charismatic person or the more knowledgeable person? And tell the truth.
The person that's telling you to be
Knowledge.
scared of the other person.
No,
telling
you would
how
not vote
bad
for the
those
knowledge.
people are,
You would
right?
no, you wouldn't vote
Yes,
for the
I would.
knowledge. No.
Actually, we
Yes,
will.
I
The
would.
fact
I
is that
would.
they would bore you to death. And this
No,
is the
no,
problem.
I don't get bored.
Problem is, we live in fucking cities and towns where you either got, maybe the extreme or the other.
So
for the
I
most
actually
part-
learned this. I learned this when teaching. Look, I learned how to teach. Okay. And not only did I learn how to teach, I learned how to teach the Bible. Okay. And one of the things that I learned is that there's a point where it becomes an overload of information. You cannot give the person too much information at one time, because what they're going to do is they're going to drown you out. They're going to walk away, and they're never going to talk to you again. And this is what Rob does. And he is a horrible teacher at least. But what that means is he cannot debate. You have to be a good teacher to debate. You have to be able to, one, listen to the person and find out what their issue is with your argument.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can't convince them. Now, it's not a matter of them being convinced by you, but rather by your words. And then they have to be convinced. So, when you're teaching someone, and if that's the goal, that's great. But if you're not interested in the person learning, what are you in it for? And that's like when I listen to two people debating. So I listen to atheists and Christians debate all the time. And it always comes down to the argument of Flying Spaghetti Monster, which you know very well, that it's my belief versus your belief. And a good Christian will admit that he cannot prove God's existence, which means that it is a belief, which is actually what faith means. It is a belief. But at least some Christians will admit this, whereas the atheist will say, you can't prove it to me, therefore I'm never going to believe you. Well, that in of itself is a belief, which you admitted is a choice. It's a choice to not believe, but that is, like, I still believe something. I still believe I have knowledge. Yeah. And so being willing to listen, and I know I'm not doing that right now, but go ahead.
You listen a lot. Shut
Well,
up.
no, I know what you're saying.
And Rob is terrible at this. And it's not unusual to see something like that when his teacher, I'm assuming his teacher, because of this quote unquote book that's been roaming around that sells or whatever, comes from the Crucible. His teacher
Don't
being
forget,
the Crucible.
He
No wonder.
has a class on debating.
Right. And his class on debating will tell you to throw out every ad hom in the book. No doubt. I've never read this. However, I guarantee you that it is part of the prescription.
You know what the funniest thing is? When I debated him on Speakeasies a couple weeks ago, I highlighted it on my channel, and that's what caused this whole thing, I think. Because, yeah, I swear, because just I'm seeing the bricks the way that they go, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Maybe I shouldn't just be on the internet at all, because I go so vicious at people, and I don't really mean to. I really don't. Like, you guys know me, man. You've known me for almost a year. I will sit here and just let you guys talk, and we'll talk, and everything's fine. But when you come at me with hostility, I fucking turn into a rabid monster. And we started the debate, and he goes, and we were talking about race, and I said I didn't want my kid, as a black, Jewish, Irish lesbian, I don't want my kids to be my grandkids to be light-skinned. I want them to marry the darkest man possible, so they'll be darker skinned and less less prejudice in the black community for being light-skinned, right? And I'm literally trolling with what I'm saying, but it's still funny and also a good argument, right? So he goes, what race do you think I am? And I'm like, fat-headed. And then in the next 40 minutes that Speakeasy made over $400 for us arguing, he called me gay like 70 times. I'm exaggerating. And then at the end said,
"What's with
to all the homosexuals? I didn't know that 10th Man was gay or whatever." Like, and they're like, "Yeah, he's really gay." And I'm like, 10 minutes into it, we had a discussion about me being gay, and he's like, "Well, I think he's usually just trolling." I was like, "Yes."
Yeah, that too. Yeah. So my question is, do you know when it was that Speakeasy started his quote unquote Swords of Reason
I don't even know what that is.
Debating stream.
You mean more verbal combat?
No. So he's got verbal combat, and he's been doing this other new thing. Which is he's got another new thing
where the people come up one by one and address whatever it is on the video or whatever, and then they get dropped. I haven't seen that yet,
and I've been up a couple of times on that. But there's also another new thing he's doing, which is debates called Swords of Reason.
Okay.
And he came out with that.
Yeah.
Literally, maybe a week or two. It was the first time I seen it prior to this happening. This thing that just happened. It was like a week or two just prior to this that he started doing Swords of Reasoning.
Okay.
Debates. He's going to host debates. He's been hosting debates for about a week or two prior to this thing happening. Let me ask you something.
Okay.
Is that unusual that now all of a sudden Rob and Marte and a lot of these guys are signing up to debate over on Speakeasies?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't sound manufactured at all to you?
Well, don't forget. You only get about a year out of a woman, and then you got to get rid of her.
That's interesting.
Those are Andrew's words. He said it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hey, look. Thing
Almost
is,
if you ask ChatGPT how to monetize this son of a
business is business, okay? And when it comes to business, it's a cutthroat world out there. And if somebody decided that they wanted to go, full bore Super Saiyan on somebody, that's their prerogative. I'm just saying not all things, one, are as they seem, or two, beneficial. And I believe that with what we're seeing, even though, in the short term, it looks really great for one side. Win in the chat. Win in the chat. Now, short term, but people don't really consider the long term in these things. And the future will tell. And I look, there was some guy in the comment section over on Sarah's show, and I left, hey, I come from a space of hundreds of thousands of subscriber channels.
Yes.
Right. And so, this whole thing is funny because I look at Rob and Andrew and these guys from this weird, like, far right extremist cult. Right. They're a cult. This is what they are. Or at least their beliefs. Their beliefs that they espouse are such. But is it entertainment? Possibly. I don't know. I don't really care. Ultimately, they really believe that they're going to make change. Maybe, I don't know, maybe some of the guys in the chats and the comments and that watch the show really believe that they're going to make some change the way they want to make it. Bro, the space that I come from, we're actually out there. We're in the street, boots on the ground, in the councils, in the chambers, in the courts. And we can't even make the change. You really believe you're going to make some change? You're never going to make any change with your little old 4 or 5, maybe 20. I'll give you credit, 50. Well, let's say you got 50 channels streaming off of the Crucible. Bro, I come from like 400 and 500 channels of like at least 20,000 on some, 50,000, 100,000. Some of, LIA is almost at 1 million subscribers. Bro, these are massive channels trying to make change in the world, and these hundreds of channels, and these few little piddly old, like, off of the Crucible, like, he's 250,000. Okay, you got 250,000. Everybody below you, way less.
So does Joe Cole.
Yeah, exactly. I was looking at John Felix. He's got 250,000. Right? These guys that literally, they're like so culted in that they really don't get it. YouTube is a social media platform, and that's
You remember
all
I-
it is.
Do you remember I told you about Eric Brandt?
Yeah.
That's it. It never turns out good.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, man. You have to be super careful. And I mean, I've been hit, you know, I've been arrested. At this point, I've been arrested 2 times unlawfully. Well, actually, technically 4 times if I count prior to the activism, but also two times being detained just for looking for records. I mean, it's so wild that, like, these guys really believe that they're gonna make some sort of change because force doctrine, you know? And it's like, huh? You're telling me that the law is applied by force? Well, no shit, Sherlock. Well, aren't you just the coolest little kid on the playground telling us that how the rules are just force? You know, if you break the rules, you know, the principal's gonna paddle you a little bottom because of force, right? Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. But essentially, that is to promote peace. That's the other side. That's the other part of the scales of justice. And by the way, Liberty, the Lady Liberty, who holds the scales of justice, you got the scales there, but the sword is actually the force. That's the real application of law. And that's why she's blind. She's got a blinder on so that she can make sure that she applies that law correctly and fairly. These guys talking this force doctrine nonsense, basically coming from this stupid ass Crucible bullshit. They don't understand the law at all. They don't understand. I mean, what are rights? What do you mean what are rights? It's the law. It means the government isn't allowed to break the law either. That's how that works. Yeah. That's why we retained our Second Amendment, you know? And you say, well, you can't have a nuke. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. We agreed to that. That's the social doctrine. But you know what? The government doesn't just get to apply the button anytime either. Yeah, there's rules to this freaking game, you dumbasses. I swear, man. These people are absolutely tards. I can't help it, bro. Like, these people are so far gone. Actually, I appreciate Uncle Fatty letting me up here because, you know, I needed to rant a little bit, and this is really necessary because
Oh my God, shut up. No, I'm just fucking with you.
No, I'm really happy that he did, though, because, you know, in these spaces, these conversations that aren't being had, and look, I don't want to debate nobody. I'm not interested in debating anybody. I'd rather have a conversation with them. And then if they are willing to listen, they can learn what is and what is not. And then also we can talk about what I believe versus what they believe. If they believe something, I'm not going to stop them from believing it. In fact, that goes right along with the First Amendment. Believe it, bro. Believe it. Believe whatever the hell you want to believe. I'm just going to tell you that some things that you believe, it's like, no shit, Sherlock. Force doctrine. Duh. You know, it's like you're not wrong, but there's another application of law that you're missing. It's called treaties. You know? We agree that you live on that side of the line. I live on this side of the line. That's peace. That's the other portion of the scale. And I don't know what to tell you, Andrew, but you're a dumbass. That's all I can tell you. You're a dumbass. Oh, force doctrine, you know. Da, da, da. And he doesn't shut up long enough to listen either, which is another huge problem with him.
No.
And Rob right behind him. And you know what, though? I'm really happy that Jim Bob did not get culted in. I see he's doing a debate tomorrow. That's really awesome. I know that him and Andrew probably vibe on some degree, but I'm really happy that he's going to be there tomorrow. I hope he is. You know, I hope he didn't go, you know, that way. But like to be like, oh, I'm not going to, you know, like if he wants to, so be it. It's up to him. I'm not, you know. I will kind of call him a cuck a little bit if he does, but I'm kind of impressed that he did not cancel his debate, from what I can tell so far. So that's cool. You know?
Where? Where?
He's got a debate, I do believe, tomorrow on Sarah's. Let me double check that.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, I know him and I, 1025. Yeah. Him and I, went at it a couple of times on the panel.
I don't think I ever encountered him.
Good. Yeah, he's he's the guy who did the debate with the numbers guy. That shit was so funny.
Gematria.
Yes, he did the debate, and it was so funny. He's just sitting there like, oh god.
Yep.
Jim Bob's funny. I like him.
I decimated that poor man.
Yeah. Oh, did you? Yeah.
Yeah, I went a little hard.
No, not tense, man. Yeah.
Well, I was just back, and
Yeah. So,
but I feel terrible. I can't believe Vibe brought it up about my 3-day war that turned into like a 3-week war with Orthodox guy, and Vibe's like, and I just couldn't take it. And most people are like, what are you even talking about right now, Vibe? And he's like, it hurt me. It hurt me so bad. Because when I go, I go so, like, I get right in people's heads. I sing songs about them and like show tunes, just random shit that pops in my head. And then they're like, you're the most horrible monster ever. You said the words Google Earth. And I'm like, this is awesome. I got you people just fucking dancing like marionettes right now. But other people don't like it. They're like, how is he controlling these people like this? How are they literally just dancing to his music? Like, I'm literally dictating people's actions, because they get so caught up in emotion, and it's easy. And it fucking triggered a lot of people, man. A lot. They're like, I've never seen such horrible monstery. And I'm like, I fucking told you bitches don't play.
Right. Did you, I don't know if you are subbed to him or not. The older guy that I work with, which is Let's OTVO, Letz OTVO.
Yeah, I am.
So, because he and I actually went to Audit Palooza from New Mexico, like we flew all the way there to Florida. But we both got some really good footage while we were there. So, essentially, put a song together, and he dropped it on his channel. I don't know if you have the ability to, but if you get the chance to, definitely worth checking out. Got some good clips from the thing, and then I basically just put it to a nice, awesome, really cool, like big band type tune and song. But what's hilarious about it, bro, this is so funny. This is why I brought it up. Ruff has been essentially, basically, he can't go and do auditing or cop watching or anything like that because he's got warrants. You know who Ruff is, right?
Sorry, could you repeat that part?
You know who Direct D is, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, okay. So he can't do anything because he's got warrants, but essentially,
I knew it. I said that earlier, like last year. I was in his chat, and I'm like, "Come, let me interview you, motherfucker."
Yeah,
you got a big mouth. I will get in your head so fucking far. And
so he's basically.
I knew. I said,
"Yeah, go ahead." No, okay.
I said what you just said, but a long time. I'm like, no, he's acting sketchy. I know this guy.
Yeah,
he's got warrants or fucking paper or something.
Yeah, he's got warrants, and he's admitted that. But which is what it is. No biggie. I don't care. I believe he should take care of them, but whatever. Well, essentially, he's gone full troll, and also a little bit of bootlicker, which is interesting because wouldn't have expected that. Well, it's really funny because on his stream, because we were doing the Audit Palooza thing, he was, I guess he got mad about it and called it F-slur Palooza. And so knowing that, right, I don't know who did it, but they made like this funny ass picture of him and hung it up in the back in the bathroom so that when you would go and walk in and take a piss, you would see that shit. It said, "You're gay," and then it has that funny picture of him, bro. Hilarious. So let's snap the picture of it and I put it in the video, bro. That shit's hilarious, bro. Bro, the song that I wrote, it hits, bro. It is so good, and you will love this song. But the funny ass shit is the fucking picture.
Can you put a link to it in the back?
Yeah, I could do that.
Joseph's in the basement, fatty. I don't know if you're just being a dick or we lost you. I noticed he was gone some time ago, but I was just waiting for him to show back up. Maybe we weren't letting him talk enough and he got mad. Passed out. It's what happens when you do too much math. Is that funny? It's kind of funny. When I was young, I was stupid like Vibe, and like I want to like the guy, but anyway, but I had arguments, literally arguments, just like we saw on there, but 40 years ago and up to like 30 years ago or whatever, when I was a teenager with my grandfather, where he would be like, "They're all crooks. The system's rigged." Like, he explained this to me as a young child, and I would say, "But that can't be, because we could, vote and blah, blah, blah," all the stuff that the lies schools teach you. And I would have sounded exactly like Vibe when I was 13.
Yeah. I was kind of naive too when I was young. And
yep.
My grandfather used to sit there and watch the conservative, commentators on Fox News and shit. And sometimes he would watch the Wall Street Journal as well. And then,
do you know when I started realizing, and I've played it on my show, and I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't, I will get you to see it.
Yeah.
One day on my show or something, I'll remember. Right. And so, when Glenn Beck went crazy and got kicked off of Fox.
I remember watching
when
that.
When he had the marionettes, he's like, "And here's Miriam Adelson, and blah, 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 and the NGO, and then he got like 15 puppets, and he's like dancing them around and shit." And I went, hold on a second. He's actually right.
Yeah.
And
Glenn was always very much on point. I mean, at some point it's like, you got to focus on one thing. And that's where I feel like, so, obviously that I really, even though I come from the 1A spaces, my channel that I go to is Delete Laws, which is Chili Dog, right? And Chili has pointed it out, and everybody says qualified immunity is the problem. Yeah, qualified immunity can be an issue. However, Terry versus Ohio is the issue, right? And so, like with Glenn Beck, he was, what's this and this and this and this and this and this and this, and he's pointing at all these things, and it's like, dude, you got to focus on one thing, which is what Chili does. That's why I like Chili, is because he's able to focus that and say, okay, this issue right here, let's solve this first. And you have to do that. Otherwise, you'll lose your mind going after, all this corruption in the government. One thing at a time. And And the
well,
Terry
that's
versus
the thing
Ohio
is-
is it for me.
Oh, I'm fully aware of Terryverse. Oh my goodness gracious! Do you know how many thousands of videos I've watched about that?
Yeah, no doubt. It's
No,
every.
you're not
every
wrong.
single
You're
thing.
not wrong. And when he was arrested, and a lot of people tried to give him a hard time, like, oh, it's, you know, if you're so cool, why didn't you represent yourself? Blah 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 blah.
He tried.
And it's like-
Judge wouldn't let him. It's the
But-
crazy part about it, you know. And
I know.
and he was well within his rights to have a lawyer there as a co-counsel.
Advisor.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, advisor or
Yeah,
agent,
co-counsel,
however
whatever,
they
yeah.
call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was well within his rights. That
Of
they
course.
violated his rights in the
And
court.
now he has to spend 10 years trying to win a lawsuit,
Yeah, exactly. Well, it might
and you
not
get
take that
$30,000.
And the thing is, you know, he's smart enough. He can do it by himself, and he might not win. But one thing's
The
for
process.
sure, it's the process, right? And so they put him through the process. Well, you know what?
Right.
Turnabout is fair play, and it
But
don't
it'll
cost
cost him
nothing.
$100,000, and he'll win 30.
No, it won't cost him $100,000. Not if he does it himself.
There's a lot of filing fees and stuff, and then
No.
it gets-
It's far less than you think.
I know.
It's far less. So it's about $500 to file the suit, and then past that, it's just a matter of you buying whatever you need for material, which could be, you know, paper, ink, or if you need little sticks to give data to the court. But that's it. Like, other than that, it's $500. You might spend $1,000, $1,500 on it, but the hours. But the thing about the hours is you can bill them, whoever you're suing,
Sometimes.
for that, right? Yeah, sometimes, and it's all a matter of what you put into the case, right? And so,
Listen,
yeah, no, it's
I
more or
watch a
less-
lot of Supreme Court arguments, and the one good thing I'll say is recently, in the last few years,
Mhm.
because I think the lockdowns woke up the judges a lot, and they actually have been going a lot more constitutional.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, no, absolutely. Because the thing is yes, those judges, and I was bringing the judges up on the panel on Sarah's, is those judges, as much as they are the oligarch, they are the 100% the oligarch. They say
They're
this
one of
is
them.
what we're going to back, and then the lower courts back it, and then the lower courts then that back it, right? And then the police do whatever the hell they want to do according to whatever the courts will back. Well, if that is the case, they still have families. They still have people they care about. And so when that, government hand stretches out and reaches and touches one of their loved ones,
You have a
then they
beautiful daughter.
realize, oh shit, maybe we made some bad decisions here in the past. And it really does take that.
So I love talking to you. You know that because ever since we worked out our differences.
Yeah, it
But,
didn't take
I got to go somewhere else. I actually stayed
Yep.
awake tonight specifically I made a fool of myself on a channel yesterday.
Oh.
Because I'm dealing with a lot of medical stuff, and I just wasn't with it mentally. And then people
Yeah.
started coming at me on Terak's panel. And at the end of the panel, I'm like, I don't think I'm going to come to your show no more because I'm ruining your show. Because the viewers were dropping. But then later on, I talked to him, and I'm like, I'm sorry I acted like a little girl. And fucking was like, oh, I'm not going to play with you guys no more. Because I forgot that he usually only averaged 10 viewers before he was getting speakeasy raids anyway.
Right.
Right. And he mostly went on my show. He wasn't even doing regular shows. And I
Right.
can't do shows because it's too much moving around and it hurts me really bad because I got problems with my neck and shit. And
Yeah, I was wondering about that, man, because I know.
well,
I know you
I
do.
kept telling everybody, I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. But this
Right.
is funner for me. And but the point is I forgot that he wasn't like a big streamer. Do you know what I mean? Like he's just starting, and I'm like, I'm kind of ruining your show.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize. No, I've been helping him the whole time, so that was really stupid. I just got
No,
caught
yeah.
in my emotions for a minute because I like had to tear this guy apart. I don't want to tear these people apart, but It's what they come for, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's the Panoverse. Panoverse.
The whole channel, like he had like 60, 80 people or whatever, and at least 5 or 6 of them were like, "This is what we love 10th Man for."
Nice.
Well, yeah, but I don't want. Yeah, see, they're no friends of mine. They want me to.
I see.
They want me to not be Jesus-like.
They want
or whatever,
you to
right?
Spurg out thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not really a Spurgo because I'll just yell over you and shit till you listen to what I got to say to you.
Yeah, and I know that. Yeah, I've watched it.
And I might also say some stuff that makes you have a nervous breakdown.
Yeah.
Do you know who the fuck I am? I said that to you. I said that to you when you flipped out on me on Rizzles, and I'm like, motherfucker, you don't even know who you're talking to.
Yeah. Well, a lot of things were going on that panel.
I know, but just nobody knew who I was when I came back, and it's like, nah, brother, I've been fucking doing this shit for a long time, and like what you're talking about, the hundreds of thousands of subs. Those are the people that I knew since they only had, like I say, I did.
Yeah.
Joe Cool's 30,000th anniversary show.
Nice.
5 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It was significant. I thought it was a nice milestone. Right. And he was doing great. And
Absolutely.
I was like, spectacular.
Well, it's so funny because, these, like I was going to say about these spaces, right? But it was the old saying that everybody's been using, which actually works really well. The rising tides raise all ships. And anybody who sits here and goes, "Wah, because I didn't get treated fairly," well, guess what? Nobody gets treated fairly in these spaces.
Oh my God! Stop crying and shut up. Learn how to fight, you fucking pussy.
That's right. But so were you talking about maybe going over to Teriox? Is he?
Yes.
Is he streaming?
Well, Fatty's gone.
Yeah, no, he's gone, man.
He might have lost internet, but that's the way we've been here for more than a half hour since he left.
Yeah, carrying his ass.
Well, I don't mind. That's what, just like we were talking about. Is listen, I'm not gonna deal with a whole bunch of receipts for an extra couple $1,000s from YouTube. Right? It's just it's gonna be a nightmare on my taxes and shit.
Yeah,
I don't even want to deal with that, right? I mean, maybe I could make thousands, but probably not. And then it's just a nightmare, right? Like I have 2 channels I could monetize.
Right.
But I'd rather help you guys.
Yeah, I'm all about that. Yeah, if you want to help me out, I'm on Facebook.
I make people money.
I'm on Facebook under Brick Jonesy, not...
No, I mean, when you guys are on panels, I'll go up and fucking say stupid shit and get kicked off for you or Dusty or whoever. Teriak.
Yeah. Well, you know what's wild about this whole thing is I feel like, too, when it comes to this whole debacle that's happened, I believe that things have been becoming less controversial because essentially Andrew is getting a little big for his britches and people are knowing who he is, and they know who Rob is because he's just like this guy. And so it's like, well, when you first came in, people were like, I don't know about that, you stupid son of a bitch, blah blah blah. And now we're looking at him like, duh.
You were dancing to Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
He was dancing to Dragon Ball Z. That I'm just like,
that part.
No, you did it wrong, sir.
When did I?
And if you had a serious look on your face and you weren't like a little schoolgirl saying, you didn't wear pink on Tuesdays, so you don't get to sit with us.
Bro, it's a He-Man woman hater club. And it's Spanky and Alfalfa. Spanky and Alfalfa.
You that said that
bro.
the other day on Dusty's?
Yeah.
Yep, it's so true, man.
Literally.
People are like, 10th Man hates women, and I'm like, how can I am one?
Right. I mean,
I fucking hate women. Fuck that, man. That's what I was gonna say. I debated Marilyn, and she's a nice lady. and I let her win, and it didn't even go hard. We had a nice conversation about whatever we were talking about. Homeschooling, I think it was, right? And it was actually quite wholesome. And that's what I'm saying is I don't want to yell at anybody. Marilyn's always been nice to me. Why would I be mean to her?
Well, you know what's really wild to me too about that whole thing, right? So, and I mentioned this on Dusty's panel, I believe, was that, you know, they are literally trying to use Sarah, a woman, and you're looking at them going, you're telling them you are trying to use women. You're trying to use them as like some type of. And they're like, no, we don't use women. No, you're literally trying to use Sarah.
He said they only last a year.
You're trying to demonize women, which is really crazy because women should be your focus as a man a little bit, at least somewhat. And I get that God is, if you're a God believer, God is your main focus, but we're still men. Come on, dude. You know, like what the fuck?
Take this into account. Like, I don't want to fight with anybody, right?
Right. No, you don't.
But imagine you go to the corner store that's also, I got one of them, a liquor store, corner store, gas store, like all the different, you know, and you go there, you get your milk or whatever, pick up a bottle of wine.
Sure. Yeah.
Now, imagine you got all the people, they're so nice, everybody holding the doors. We're very nice here, Maritimers, because we know if you don't, then all of a sudden something bad's going to happen.
Canada. Yeah.
If you yell at like if someone sees you screaming at a woman in front of a gas station, you're gonna have 3 or 4 dudes ready to kill you.
That's great, bro. Yeah, like it just imagine like you walking up and you're like seeing this supposed to be Christian fella.
No, not even that. Just someone you don't even know. And I would walk up and say, I think you need to lower your voice.
Right. You're like, you dirty, degenerate woman. You're out here trying to sell your body. You dirty, degenerate. Like, what? Dude, calm down, bruh.
And I would have to say, sir, you have to lower your voice because sometimes I go a little crazy. And you wouldn't like 10th Man when he's crazy.
Yeah, no, the internet is a place where people go to say the things that they will not say in real life.
I know. And they know what Rob is like? Rob is like the guy you walk in to pay for your gas and walk over to get milk. And then he walks up to you and says, is that your car? Out at the pump. And he's like, well, hurry up and move it because I need to get gas. That's who he is, right? And he's done it 3 times, almost like he lives at the store. And he just keeps doing it over and over. And you're just like, listen, bro, I'm about to start getting in your head.
Nah, bro.
I'm going to make you take a swing at me.
Rob is the guy who, when he walks into the store, he goes directly for the cookie aisle.
Did you see what Mike said in the chat here? Fatty's chat? Mike said, Fatty Rob, something like Fat. I don't have it open anymore. Fatty Rob, would love you if you gave him a cake. Just give him a cake, he'll love you forever.
It's Cookie Gate.
Do you see the size of his mammary glands?
Is that the?
And he wears those gigantic shirts so you can't tell, but if you got it on a fairly big screen, you're like, oh brother, you got single D cup breasts.
White t-shirt is not a good look for you, bruh.
Well, I'm just saying that definitely not gray, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, and he should definitely always wear a hat. Like
I saw him take his hat off the other day on Dusty's, I think it was.
Nah, I did that. I snapped that shit, bro. That was me too.
All I'm saying is I think I saw it on Dusty's and I typed into the chat, you just actually did me physical harm by doing that. By showing me him without a hat.
Bro,
like it hurt my brain. I'm like, just shave the rest of your hair. Just shave the rest of your hair off and be bald. What you're doing is wrong.
That right there?
Oh yes.
That's it right there, bro. That's it. Like that's him.
Just shave it off, bro. You're doing it wrong.
I'm sorry I had to. Like when I see
you're not gonna look worse bald. This is queer eye for a straight guy, right? Like, I'm gonna tell you, as a straight man who's attracted to, or as a 51% gay man that is attracted to men, you're not gonna be less appealing if you're bald, because right now you're repulsive. Right? You can only go up.
He has to have a beard, which I'm appreciative of, because
yes,
we
covers
gotta,
up his face.
Beards got to stick together, man. But this is the problem: you have no hair.
No.
You have no hair. You look
No.
like a well. It's worse than a clown. I don't know what to say. Is this like a mole rat?
I just say my advice to you as a gay man that is attracted to men, you should probably try shaving your head.
This is a better picture of Rob.
You are so mean. How come you're so triggered by him? Usually you're all like the trad type of guy and stuff like that. And how come you're mad? Are you mad literally just because he went after our sister? Is that the reason?
So my issue,
because if he had done it behind the scenes and just contacted her and said, hey, listen, I don't like what you did and we're breaking off contact.
Yeah.
Catch you on the flip, right? And hang up. And then a couple days later, she goes live and someone says, hey, what happened? How come Andrew doesn't come around no more? And she's like, well, we're not doing business no more. Something like that, right? Everything would have been fine. Dusty wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad.
Well, I'm not mad.
You went after a nice lady that's not mean to anybody, really. Like, she just tries to have some fun. She's no different than you or I. She's my sister as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean?
This is such a good picture of Rob. He should just...
It is.
No, but seriously, like, when it comes to Sarah, yes, I am not happy with him or Andrew or anybody from that cult over there, which ultimately Andrew and I have never seen eye to eye because he wants to be a total douche to me. And just like Rob. But no, Rob and I didn't get along because Rob kept calling me a lefty. I'm like, dude,
no,
I'm not on the... I'm not. I'm like, I'm further right than he is. I'm so far.
That's what I'm like you're literally almost anarchical right.
Yeah, like I'm almost flipped it around.
Constitutionalist.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? Like I know. I've known you for a year. It's ridiculous. These people have no idea what they're talking about. They just say words. I'm telling you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And the funny thing about it is, like, I do know where I sit, and I tell people I'm center right. And I say that, and they're like, huh, you can't be on the right. You're a liberal. And I'm like, what the, how, what do you know about me? And they're like, oh, well, and it's so funny, bro, because I sit on the right for my belief systems.
Yes.
But as far as the government goes, I know what's best for me. So I know that I have to sit center. I have to sit center because if I don't sit center for the government and the rule of law, what will happen is that my protection goes away, right? So I'm all about the social programs because the poor people, and Dusty really did a good job of explaining this, the poor people need social programs so that they can leave the people who are the haves alone.
Yes. Pretty much, or else they'll just come take your stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You live in an ivory tower. Where do you think the poor people are going to go when they need something?
Yep.
A rich man.
The
rich man parable. And it's so wild, too, because these people who are these far-right extremist Christians will sit there and tell you that it's Christian value to be greedy. And it's like, what? And I'm like, you're so dumb. But yeah, no, it's
when you look at the Old Testament, do you think that God would want the small hats to be poor?
Well, no, of course not.
Remember that preacher guy that Teriak plays?
The
crazy evangelist, and he's getting in his truck and he's all crazy, looks like the devil.
Yes.
With his eyes all bugging out of his head and shit. Looks like he's on fucking like a lot of cocaine or something. right?
Yeah,
He's all fucking
hilarious.
jacked up on shit, and he goes, and his
I love that
eyes,
clip.
he's not smiling, he's fucking like sneering, right? And he's like, and he's talking all like passionate, and he goes, yeah, and you think of the Old Testament, and his teeth are sticking out, his eyes are bugging out of his head. He goes, when you think of the Old Testament, do you think that God would want the small hats to be poor? And he just like a lion sticks his teeth out of his mouth, right? And you're like, is there a second mouth about to pop out of your mouth and fucking jab into my face?
There it is, Kenneth Copeland. There it is. Yeah, exactly. That guy. Oh.
Like, is a predator fucking mouth, second mouth thing gonna pop out, or an alien and pop out of your head and fucking, then you're gonna inject a fucking spore inside?
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's so wild because here's the funny thing about it, right? So as far as money goes, do I have much? No.
No, more.
But I tell you something, spiritually, I'm rich, bro.
Yes.
I'm like, you know, what is it? The Rick Ross. I'm rich, bitch. You know,
yes.
I really am, right? And so it's so wild because, like, the people who are bankrupt in that department, who don't feel good about themselves when they come see me and I act like a total asshole, you really think they're going to treat me good? No. So this is the thing about being rich in that department, mentally, spiritually, physically, you know, that sort of thing, emotionally. When the people who don't have a good foundation for that, when they come talk to me and they say, oh, wow, I like this dude. He's kind of positive. He doesn't, you know, spurg out and all of that craziness. Like, you know, and it's so whenever I look at Andrew or Rob and I go, oh, those people, those guys right there, they are bankrupt emotionally, spiritually, physically. Look at Rob. I mean, he needs another cookie. No.
They are taking their trauma out on you is what they're doing.
Exactly. And they're
trauma dumping on you.
Right. And they're
otherwise you and I, like you and I can have debates about stuff and be respectful to each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I guarantee you, we don't agree on everything, right?
No, but Dusty and I had a discussion about, I was the first one up and we just talked about economics a little bit. And at the end, when I said, well, you know, it's not fair to anybody at all for taxpayers because the system's rigged. And I described it a little bit, and he goes, well, yeah, I can't disagree with you there. And I'm like, well, that's why I feel the way I feel. Because it's if it wasn't that they could not just inside trade, but, you know, set up deals and stuff that only benefit them and their friends. If it was a fair system where you had to go in, and it was like a lottery for permits and things like that, then I would be okay with it, right? But when there's a resource extraction permit issued for somebody to clear out a mountain or whatever in Idaho or whatever kind of nonsense, right? For what, coal or something.
Yep.
That doesn't go to, like, there's not like one of the citizens can't bid on that.
No, not at all. Yeah. Well,
that's absurd.
I'll give you a prime example.
If you say you're a farmer and you want to say, well, you know what? Maybe I want to try my hand at mining. I want to be a prospector, right? And I'm going to bid on this. I got the backing. I got the land. I can borrow the money to do what needs to be done, right? I want to bid on this. No, you can't. Guaranteed it doesn't work like that. It should be a lottery for most of this shit.
Yeah. There was some, I guess, billionaire who essentially wanted to build some type of luxury homes in Albuquerque, right? And what the quote unquote fake, I'll call them fake conservatives, just easier that way. Fake conservatives will tell you is that, you know, because of that, then that's going to bring in the other business because it'll trickle down, right?
Mm-mm.
No, it doesn't. Mm-hmm. So what they did was they actually gave this guy a $223 million tax break to build this place.
Yep. Yep.
So they're not going to tax him for $223 million on this property. And people are literally out there protesting, going, this is BS, because we can use $223 million.
Yep.
Especially after you lost $250 million for homeless programs that just all of a sudden disappeared and you can't find it.
Yep.
This is literally the story behind the past year in Albuquerque. So there goes $500 million.
Same thing just happened. Same thing just happened in California with Newsom. It was hundreds of millions of dollars or whatever, or I think it was $1 billion to do some type of thing, like improve like the state offices or something like that, and the money just went missing.
That's crazy. Yeah. See, and it's like, oh yeah, we can't find it. You know, hey, there's a big old stack somewhere around here. I don't know where it's at.
And Teriak is one of the first people that I ever saw bring up, and that I have a tremendous amount of respect for him. I don't know if he's using AI or not.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really care because he comes with the facts, and I appreciate that because I can only use one hand. I used to be able to do all that shit. I can't type anymore. Right. Gotcha. So when he brought up, one day we were talking about 9/11, and he goes, yeah, never mind the $2.4 trillion that went missing the day before 9/11. I'm like, oh shit, you remember Rumsfeld? You were a baby.
Nice.
Like, great. I remember when they made the fucking speech, and then whoopsie daisy the next day, and I'm like, no, something. I thought it was a movie ad, bro. I woke up.
Interesting.
I had a TV tuner in my car, in my PC. I woke up, lit a cigarette, sat down at my computer, turned on fucking Fox or whatever, and it shows this plane hitting the World Trade Center. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a fucking cool movie. This digital animation that they're doing now is impeccable. That's what was going through my mind. And then all of a sudden, the other plane hit the tower, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I switched the channel. This all happened within like a few minutes. And then I switched the channel, and it was on another channel and another channel. And I'm like, this ain't a movie ad. What's happening? Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I mean, hey, we can't raid them, but
yeah, no. We are going to Teriak's.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Teriak's. I'll probably be in the chat. I don't know if I'll go up or not. Getting pretty late, but
I understand.
Definitely
Sun's
you guys
real low, little buddy.
Yeah. so you
I
guys
said that to somebody yesterday. I think Teriak. He was getting mad about something, and I was like, sun's getting real low. I don't remember who I said it to. It might not have been him, but somebody I knew, and they got the reference immediately from fucking Avengers when Black Widow was trying to calm down the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, sun's getting real low, and they just started laughing. It's like, calm down. I had to tell Teriak that the other day. He got really mad. And I'm like, we're on your show, Teriak. You're supposed to be professional here. I'm the dick. All right. See you over there, buddy. Peace.
All right, man. Later. Bye.